Yes.
That Mindy story was perfect last night.
Oh man, it was hilarious.
I wish I could have seen that shit.
It was hilarious.
I'm used to her not talking. It was perfect last night. It was hilarious. So it's like that.
Locker room.
That's how we do it.
Locker room getting his Trump on.
Getting Trump on. Listen, real's real.
So actually, I can go ahead and turn that down a wee bit. A little bit clipping.
This just gonna be a CNN tomorrow.
All right, so welcome.
Another edition, baby.
Yes, sir. The Other Side of Vegas podcast with Roy Evans and
Bruno.
And
got a little excited. I got excited about this one. I know it's a terrible game, but I'm like, oh shit, are we doing it again? We're doing it. So don't read too much into that. But I'm glad we're here tonight.
Indeed. We're here at Soulsupplement Studios.
That's right.
And so before I get into anything, I want to make sure everybody knows. Obviously, I want to say that people already know because they're obviously already on In the House Las Vegas. But
don't take anything for granted.
Indeed. Be sure to stay tuned with what's coming up this week and the weeks to come. Obviously, we got tomorrow. We have Techno Taco Tuesday.
Always a crowd pleaser.
And Cymatic Sessions, Raphael and Carlos Sanchez are going to be getting it in.
Oh, that should be pretty good in there.
Yeah. Wednesday, we got the usual suspects, Unfiltered Soul, Rob and Doug. And they stream live from the Unfiltered Soul page.
Love those guys.
Thursday with Ikaika and Lenny Alfonso. That's Downtown Soul.
So you're saying we got some heat?
Ever so slightly, just a little bit. I mean, it's getting cold outside. It's needed. Friday we got Carlos Sanchez, who's playing tomorrow with Raphael, and that's a Friday Night Social. And then you got Moses. I mean, my bad, Doug.
This is the thing now. Yeah, I haven't seen Doug, but I know when I do.
I seen him last night.
I know when, but I haven't. I know when we do. I'm gonna do the same damn thing.
I love calling him Moses. I just don't do it to his face.
It's better than Methuselah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess so.
Took it up a notch.
And Doug does Saturday nights at DCR. That's Saturday Night Vibe, and then and starting the weekend, Friday through Sunday, you have an after project called Under, and they do it up at a cool spot and
great sound.
Yes,
striptease. Got some speakers there.
Holy shit!
You know you're an audio geek if you're not looking at the ladies and you're looking at the speakers.
Yeah,
me and Danny Coke are just geeking out.
If you're in a strip club and you're looking at speakers, yeah,
I'm gonna stand by it. There's some good speakers.
They are.
They're sexy.
Yeah, they are. And speaking of which, happy birthday to my boy
Brian Gardner.
Today's Brian's birthday also?
Mm-hmm. See what we do here?
Big ups to Brian Gardner.
Who else?
And matter of fact, I saw him and his lady last Sunday, I think it was.
Oh, every Chicago head in Vegas was out last Sunday.
Yeah, for T Mixwell at Nacho House.
TT.
Yeah. Speaking of Nacho House, you got Nacho House with it's some white dude with dreads.
He ain't worth the shit.
Fuck. I heard he sucked.
He sucks.
But
I've been known to jack it up a little bit. I've been known.
and Tony and the usual suspects, Aaron and Casey. Speaking of Casey, Casey's got a new release today.
That's right.
I can't remember the name of the label.
It's a shit label. Nah.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's the second release of Tony that Casey's been a part of, and I feel bad because I signed this a long time ago. But shit rolls downhill. But it's Lovin' featuring Josie B. Great vocal, and it's an old school take on some new take on some old school cuts, and it's getting some good feedback, and I need to post that out, but it's out today everywhere. And big ups on that Vegas music thing, baby. It's I love that. I love it. We are starting 5 strong on the behind the decks, but we need. I like that we got more guys making music, and if I can help in that anyway. Other than writing that shit for you, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, come with your own shit, please. Unless you're gonna pay somebody to ghostwrite. Did I say that?
No. Corduroy Mavericks, December 11th.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Me, Mindy, and Corduroy Mavericks. You might want to come watch that. I know that's early, people, but
maybe
you might want to watch
You just may.
Hey, listen.
You just may.
A tornado could hit tomorrow.
Well, good thing we're in the
Trump
desert.
could be president. I mean, all types of shit could happen, dude.
Dang. And we can get this shit popping.
I think that's where you were going.
Speaking of getting shit popping,
let it out. Let it out.
My shit is kind of empty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That is called an etiquette faux pas. Well, you'll notice I did not knock the camera back this time. So right off the bat, this show is, I would say, exponentially better. Because last time I kicked the shit out of the fucking camera.
Well, you know, it's
It was
early.
new. It was new. It was early. So you say that can still happen?
It's early.
All right. Yama says my people say. Oh, God. Well, you see we went down in quality, right? I went from the... Next time we back Don Julio, I could be drinking this pedestrian bullshit. This pedestrian Patron Jackson.
Matter of fact, it was really cool. It was a cool weekend. Speaking of Jackson, him, Mindy, and just a whole slew of us. We had the third annual For the Love of House Music Picnic out at Mountain Crest Park.
Really wish I could
which was great. Humongous turnout.
People came out of town, right?
Yeah, a lot of people from Chicago. A lot of people came in from LA. You know, kid friendly. You know, out in the park, barbecue, house music. You know, what else could you ask for?
Not to have it on a football day. I know.
Can't have it all.
I know. Listen, and I stick with my decision. I really want to come, but you people know what I. It sounded great, and I want to go so bad. Every year it sounds so good.
So he's saying he picked football over house music.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that shit?
Listen.
That's some bullshit. That's some real bullshit.
Hey, listen. I gotta own it, baby. Gotta own it. It's a close second. I'm saying. Let's talk about picking time slots again. Time event slots.
Oh yeah, we're gonna let's get into that. Matter of fact, let's make it. We're gonna be talking about the.
You and I talked a couple times about this topic this week, so I know you.
It just so happened that it came up so much that it warranted being a conversation that needed to be had.
Well, it might say people set it up, you later cut it down.
And that would be the importance of the opening DJ.
Yeah. One might say the most important slot of the night.
Yes, and it's something I'm a little sensitive about, and it's one of the reasons why a lot of people may not get to a spot necessarily early. I wouldn't say that that's the reason, to be honest.
I don't think that's the reason.
No.
I just think that, especially in this town, things just pop off late.
Well,
it might be different in different cities. Like LA, or it closes at fucking 2. Whatever that shit's all about.
Well, my thing is, I'm 50-50, where there's a better chance of me coming out early. Because unfortunately, as a DJ, I'm hypersensitive. So, but I am good at separating my opinion and being able to appreciate what somebody's trying to do.
No,
you know what?
You're pretty good about it.
We're going to quantify this shit. Perfect example, last night.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Now, so I cover for my boy that had a prior thing to do. So I go to help make sure everything kicks off well, and then testing out the sound. I throw on a few tracks, and what I did.
Testing being the word here.
Well, I mean, depends on what your feel is. Some people call it ringing out the room if you're an audio guy.
Well, no, I'm saying you were testing.
Yeah. Okay.
He tests people.
I'm petty.
No.
I'm petty.
It's a yardstick.
As a matter of fact, big up to my boy Rob Dub. I did that shit to him too. I did something similar, when I met him. And he proved. I mean, it's not like
it's not even malicious though. It's just,
not at all.
Yeah,
it's more of an assessment. People call themselves DJs, and it's like, okay, well, can you hook this up? Can you blah blah blah? You know.
I get it. Yeah.
So I set up the opening guy, Juan.
Juan, who I love. Who's
great kid.
I love that kid actually.
What I did was I just played a couple of tracks. And my third one was like a real, deep, soulful joint. Fuck. I mean, it's the beginning of the goddamn night.
Nobody wants to hear when you're eating fucking tacos at night.
No, I mean everybody.
I don't want to hear that.
Everyone doesn't do those kind of drugs. At least not that early.
Not on a Sunday. Not eating tacos.
I mean,
not eating tacos. If you're eating a taco, you ain't doing that type of drug.
That's a good point.
Nothing to think about that.
I can't really argue that one right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying this is things to factor into.
What I did was I did something a little purposeful just to see what his first X amount of tracks would be.
Everything you do is purposeful.
Which is relative, as far as how many tracks you go in this realm before you go into another realm and you start to build.
Direction, yeah.
And what I heard was him try. According to what he had in his shit, he tried to match what I was doing where I left him off. Yeah, he's a cool dude. And we went to some other shit that I'm not going to get into, but he's a great dude. And,
but no, let's keep it real. But he got a little hard.
Okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, and it's not a bad. This isn't a bad thing.
And actually, you know what? That's going to be a perfect segue for the next segment.
Yeah, I think so.
In the end, like by the time he got off, it was still before 10:30. Mm-hmm. And he started to bump it up a bit. And it wasn't. It's not like it was bad music. It just
wasn't appropriate.
Slot appropriate. And yeah.
I'll give it to him. It's this too. I played a song last week, and he came up because I was holding that one back. I was like, "That's on you." I was like, so and it got people bumping, and he told me later. He said, "I saw you." I wanted to play it, and I bust his balls. I said, "Listen, a lot of guys want to play tracks after I've already played them." But just cut it up because he's a kid, right? But you were there. What did I tell him? I was like, "Listen, that you played too hard for the time slot."
Yeah.
And this kid being the good guy that he is, why I'm okay talking about it. He's like, "I know I did." Mm-hmm. He goes, "And you're right." And it was that type of back and forth that lets me know that guy's for real, and he wants to do whatever. His heart was where he was at.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but he's receptive.
Yeah.
Am I wrong on that? Like
there's a process. Because
I was proud of him for that.
There's a process because as a promoter, I can't even call cast curators anymore. But if you throw a night, if you have a night, how about that? If you have a fucking night, and you, hey, sometimes you got to trip over the bar. If you have a night and you book DJs, yes, part of that responsibility is facilitating and cultivating new talent.
We have that. That's what we should do because someone did that for us.
Yes, else we wouldn't be here.
Yes.
Now granted, a lot of things were different back then because anyone that knows me heard me say it a gazillion times: steel sharpens steel, and you got to make sure your shit's up to par before you come out the bedroom.
Right.
But I mean, regardless to that, we are in the times that we're in, and either way, we still have a responsibility to give people shots that are new.
Whatever that means today.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever that
because it is multifaceted.
Yeah.
I'm not being closed-minded or anything. But more importantly, I don't give a fuck how good you think you are or how quickly you can get those Traxsource top 10 joints or the Beatport top 10 joints, and you get this just came out today and I got a gig tonight. Or I'm gonna be the first one to play these. I don't give a fuck about all that. Yeah. When it's all said and done, if your ego is in the way and you haven't put in any time, which is relative, let's just call it a lot. Yeah. Then you need to be receptive to cats that you respect as big homies,
and especially the way when it's brought to the right way. When it's not, when you're not being a
and that part is relative too.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, as a big homie, if I reserve the right to reap the benefits of being called a big homie, Mr. OG, whatever the fuck it is, I just been around longer than you. Then I also have a responsibility to say, hey, look, I'm going to try to exercise a little bit of tact, but I have a responsibility to say, hey, look, man, that was kind of hard.
Because how they'll get better.
Exactly.
It's almost not their fault at that point. If they're getting praises and for what they're doing and it's not necessarily right, and you don't say anything, or I don't say anything, or whoever that person is in whatever scene, how are they supposed to know?
Exactly. Because the thing is, the kid can play.
Yeah. Well, I tell him, I said, hey man, because I was trying. He was so receptive, so cool. Which a big props for this kid. I love this kid. Juan's a great guy. But I tried to give a little levity. I said, hey, listen, it could have been, that was just the small thing. It could have been worse. You could have mixed like shit. That's not an issue. It's like, no. And he started laughing. He's like, no.
We're not going to get on that topic right now. No, we're not going to get on that.
I wasn't.
Don't get me started.
But don't get twisted. Juan's a good DJ, and he mixes. He's been playing for 9 fucking months.
Well, that's why I upped the ante.
Yeah, that's what
I upped the ante because it's not just okay. Look, check this out. I don't give a fuck how long you've been in the game. I don't care if you carry crates up 10 flights of stairs, which doesn't make you a good DJ just because you play vinyl. But anyway, I don't give a fuck how far back you go. We can harp about all the negatives in the scene all we want, but if you're not being a part of the fucking solution,
yeah,
shut the fuck up.
That's the frustration. No, that's the frustration.
If you got, and we're all entitled to an opinion. If you have a strong opinion about X, Y, or Z, regardless of how valid it is, if you're not a part of the solution, shut the fuck up. Yeah, enough already. We've had enough time where all this time has gone past and things have changed so drastically, and it's like holy fuck.
But it's been changed for a minute now.
Oh yeah, but everybody acts like it. You know,
it
like,
just happened last night.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I have to say that me and people like me and us have been part of the fucking problem because we sit back, you know, drinking and complaining about shit as opposed to being a part of the fucking solution. So it's time to change that shit. And
that's what this is a little bit about that.
A little bit. You
know what I mean? No, it isn't a little bit.
Technically a lot of it. I just, you know, I'm downplaying it. It's called modesty, you know.
I don't know what that is. What are you talking about? What is this modesty you speak of?
I'd like to at least be successful first before I, you know.
Just whip your dick out and slap people across the face with it.
But in the end, you know what? When it's all said and done, if you really are altruistic and you really do give a fuck, then the least you can do is try, regardless of how successful you are. And that's what it's all about.
And continue to try. It's like we talked about on the phone the other day. And as cheesy as it sounds, and I ain't gonna get into specifics, but this saved my life, and it saved your life. And not to be cheesy for words, but we talked about this. So when it's changed your life in a sense, you take it real personal. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you know, and that might be it a little bit too. But I ain't ashamed of it. Mm. I take it very seriously.
Not at all.
So I want to say something, and I do, and we commiserate. But then, like I said today, I feel like sometimes being I don't want to be the butthead, the butthole is just complaining about shit. And this going forward, I know people are gonna be shocked when I say I'm gonna speak my mind. The day I said that, and chicks spit their drinks out, they're like, "Oh, you more so more than you do now." I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna hold back as much because I have held back some. A little bit because the starting five. This
a lot of us have held back because you know you put in a lot of work for a lot of years, and it gets a little disconcerting. You know, you get a little exhausted.
I'm sure all the scenes are that way too. It's not just us,
but you know,
I hope so.
All bullshit aside, you know, unfortunately the masses have bastardized the term "the grind." Yeah, you know. Motherfuckers with 9 to 5s talking about the grind.
That ain't the grind.
I'm not gonna get into that.
That's a show for another day.
But in the end, you know, a lot of cats have put in a lot of work, and for whatever reason, missed the mark, bad timing, wasn't good as they thought it was. You know, whatever it is, shitty deals.
Just pick a reason. Crack pipe.
You know,
whatever.
Funky promoters. You know,
promoters. Do you have any opinions of those? I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but that's kind of a segue, an abrupt one.
Well, alrighty then.
I just want to get into that shit.
Now, and it's not really just a promoter's thing. I'm gonna blanket this under the context of accountability, as far as expectations go. The bad E word, and when it's all said and done, the setup is paramount. You know, you can't afford the luxury of expectations if you haven't had a conversation.
No ambiguity.
No. No. Go ahead and Google it.
Yeah, they told you, Danny Coker. Don't know the definition of reprobate.
Big ups to DC. I hadn't seen him in I can't remember how long.
I love that.
It was great to see him last night.
He makes me happy. Sorry, I got a little sidebar.
And I saw a lot of people that that I hadn't seen in a long time. Not only from the picnic, just to backtrack on the recap. I did striptease Saturday,
I want
the
to
underjoint.
pick your brain a little bit about that because I'm playing there on the 30th.
Oh man, it was fun.
I guess it's technically the 31st.
Yeah, I did that with Nasty Nate, Nathan Clement, and
Surgeon.
And Ryan Christian.
He's a surgeon.
Fucking tactician. I mean, he got so fucking nasty. He got so dirty, and he kept it right in the fucking pocket.
I don't even really like. He tends to play more progressive and stuff. It's not necessarily my favorite, but he makes it. He makes me like it. Does that make sense? Like,
contrary to popular belief, he's got more than one dimension.
Well, I'm sure he does, but the times I've heard him, and this is don't take this in the wrong way. It's just not my go-to. But he makes me stay out there whenever time I've heard him and listen. Yeah, because he's that fucking good.
He is.
Does that make sense? I mean,
and what's crazy about it is that like we play, it's like polar opposites. I cannot be still when I'm playing.
I can't either.
And he is just like stoic. You know, he's a goddamn tombstone. You know, and his shit is flawless.
Maybe if we stopped dancing so much, we would.
I can't help it.
I can't help it.
It's the closest to dancing I'm gonna get with my fucking bad knees.
Me too.
You know, that's just.
So you know what we did? We got off track. It's my fault. Let's talk about promoters' expectations.
Yeah. Expectations.
I'm ready for
the anomaly of.
You know what? Let's chop it up. Let's talk about
it. You can't be salty on the back end if you haven't had a conversation on the front end.
Yeah.
You know.
Give him some leading. Give him some backstory. Go give him some backstory.
There's a lot of backstory.
Yeah, but let's just talk about it.
Okay, you know what?
Because we're bullshit. Let's talk about it.
Here it is. Something really interesting came up. A cat that we both know. He made a post regarding.
A lot of motherfuckers know. Yeah.
Regarding like, and his statement was, in essence, in the past couple of months, I have been canceled last minute 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now that was how the thread started. Now obviously this is a Facebook thread. We making Facebook real life right now. And well, because it is somebody's life. It's the fucking DJ with 20 years of experience and 300 fucking releases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got some of them right on. Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, at the very least, one could imagine that warrants at least a modicum of respect.
Yeah, at the bare minimum.
A further backtrack, which may have been when it first started, because he mentioned something about it, and we talked about the phrase ghosting, where like you're in whether it be negotiations or what have you with a promoter, and that next thing you know the text messages aren't being responded to, and
out of nowhere,
just poof, It's like, okay, I guess that gig is a wrap, but at least say, hey, look, check this out, something came up, we're gonna go a different direction, and whatever, like man the fuck up and just say whatever. Now going back to the present, when he made that post, there was a promoter that chimed in.
Y'all might be surprised, but Roy decided to get up in it.
Man. Part of what pissed me off is that I could tell by what he was saying that he meant well. And that's a testament to how times have changed, where good intentions still could end up in bullshit.
Listen.
He's talking about the venue that needs to be paid, the bar staff, the wait staff.
What's that got to do with me?
The security. To me, it has everything to do with you, because it's not like it's more important, but it is important.
Then don't throw the party.
But as important as all those things are, the cats that you entrust with the obligation of, obviously your job as the promoter is to get asses in the door, and their job is to not only shake them but keep them there. And we are the gatekeepers of how much money you make.
We are directly that.
So to say
we're not important.
To say the phrase, I'm only able to get them gas money and a couple of drinks.
And he's talking about the open and local talent. So just keep it. That's what he was. Yeah, right.
He was talking about everybody.
Oh shit, he was.
Yes.
Oh man, fuck this.
He said
Really?
He said I'm only able to break even twice a month when I bring in headlines.
Then you should be throwing a party.
Now, but I can see why he says that, because he's following the same adage as everybody else. He feels like there's a bunch of competition, and that's relative word. It's only competition if you allow it to be.
If you're losing.
Some competition is good. It helps you step your game up. And if you can't, you fall by the wayside. But if everybody's chasing money and they're constantly lowering the bar and you trip over the motherfucker, then what ends up happening is that everybody else gets paid except for the motherfucker that played a part in making everybody money.
And because that's the way it is now, he's like you said, become accustomed to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not to get all Atlanta-y, but you know what that was called by the Dr. King, right? The tranquilizing drug of gradualism.
Holy shit.
That's right. That's been Ebenezer.
Well,
I was like, seriously. But when you think about that, gradualism will put you in a trance because it's like it's a little bit here. Like, okay, well, I can't pay him this much. But this guy's doing it. So all of a sudden you start backsliding, and that becomes a norm. And it happens so slowly that you don't even. It's like the frog in the pot.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's exactly like that.
He put him in the cold water.
He just said it more eloquently.
And you turn the heat up slowly, and the frog is staying in there.
He just said it more eloquently.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. And that's what he's victim of. That mentality.
Yeah.
You know.
And he meant well.
That's right. You got that right here, folks.
But what really stood out to me was like his last phrase was, "But at least I get to do what I love."
Yeah, what did you say? You said something that was funny. You're like,
well, I mean,
it all counts. You said something that was funny.
Well, at least you can afford to.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you know, according to him, he's not making much money, you know, and I get that. But if you're not giving the DJ anything, you know, how does he get to continue doing what he loves?
There's a tipping point.
Because he tried to quantify that statement, back it up by, and I'm forced to paraphrase. I'm old. I don't remember all that shit. But
you get to do
basically what he was saying was that with things being the way they are today, with so many DJs and everybody and their mama can download music, the old cats that used to buy vinyl and all sorts of shit, drop by the wayside. Well, I can make a correlation. There's a reason why they dropped by the wayside. They wasn't getting paid, And
let's just say that's not a local promoter either. It's not a local promoter. So if
no.
If y'all trying to figure that shit out, it's not a local promoter.
No, it's not. But when he used that,
light turned on your ass.
Oh man, because to me that was the intersection. That was the intersection where For the Love meets fuck out of here. Like
copyright trademark.
At some point, regardless of how much I love doing this shit, time is time, and if I'm not making any money, then I'm not being a responsible adult.
Well, there's a tipping point. You can only do that so much.
Yes,
and you can do it a little bit more when you're a bit younger, I say, but maybe to your own detriment. I mean, to your own detriment.
Absolutely,
but you don't know that yet.
Because even if you leave a small section for what's fun, because For the Love is For the Love, and I have a great time getting it in with my peoples.
How's that work out when you try to pay the power bill with that?
See, what had happened was,
hey, Divided Power, For the Love, can you give me that power for the love?
Exactly.
What are they gonna say?
You
go fuck yourself.
But
fuck him.
But honestly, on the back end, that's the last thing I'm gonna say.
And I get that. And
I'm not gonna say I need to pay bills because and I need to get paid.
You're grown.
In the end, I'm providing a service. And one of the comments I said to him was, your opening DJ wasn't a mix. It was a fucking person.
Yeah, what'd you say? Unless it's pre-recorded, something. You said something along those lines that
unless it's pre-recorded, then that person, that human being that decided to pick this track, build that vibe for the people that are coming after him and the DJ and the headliner that ultimately comes and keeps everybody from fucking leaving, deserves to get broken off. Whether it's the opening DJ or the fucking headliner.
You know what it is? I was thinking this last week or this week after I got the phone with you. Fucking, it's sort of like a relay race. That first guy, the baton gets passed to the next person. Every leg is important, but that first leg, if that first leg doesn't move as fast enough and perform properly, it puts the whole night or the whole leg of the whole race behind.
Yes,
and every next leg is fighting harder to get where they want to go because that back to what tied all in, that opening set in some way, whatever the reason wasn't done correctly. Well, you know what I'm saying? Or,
and that in any transition, whether it be even the relay race, the next person has to get up to speed before they get to the
we all got to work together.
Yeah. Yes. and the thing is, like, if that second or third person isn't mixing into a CD that's already playing, then there's someone that managed to keep everybody there buying drinks until the next person got on, and that warrants something.
That's right. That's
what it is relative, and obviously
it's different.
My contention is that it's more than gas money. If I had enough gas to get here, chances are I got enough fucking gas to get home.
I need ass money, not gas money. I'm just saying.
Well, if you got to pay for it, I guess.
We all pay for it somewhere. Don't get it
Indeed
twisted.
we
Don't
do.
get it twisted.
It's either up front or on the back.
That's because women rule the world, motherfucker.
Indeed. I wish they ruled it more.
I ain't mad. I wish they ruled it a little bit. I ain't mad at them.
The budget would be non-existent.
I ain't mad at them.
Deficit? What?
I ain't mad.
We up, motherfucker.
I don't know.
You see all these coupons? No.
You crazy. Listen, I think that right there, that is that segment of this that ties it all together. What people take from it, I don't know, but you can't get more clear than that. I think, and the importance. I don't know. I'm glad we talk. I'm glad we. There's no way we weren't going to talk about it. I know.
No.
I know how you were all week. I mean, so I was egging you on. I was like, yeah, let's talk about that shit. But it was important, and I'm glad we got that shit in because
it really is.
We
man.
all can do better. Speaking of doing better, I wish I had a 27 T-shirt, Billy.
I was gonna get to that.
I just saw it when you pulled up the screen, and I'm like, shit. Yeah. Much love, Club 27.
Big ups to Club 27. We'll be doing it up at
November 12th, Artisan.
Yeah, November 12th at the Artisan. I'm really excited for that. Got a.
I'm bringing it home that night.
Killer fucking lineup, man. It's
gonna be good.
Who's opening? at the very least, y'all gonna hear more about it next month before it happens because it's.
We got all the homies on that one. There's a lot of big homies in that one.
Yes.
It should be called big homies.
A lot of qualified big homies, and people that get there early are going to get something tangible. Yeah. We're going to take it back a little bit and start handing out CDs again.
Two rooms, two spots.
It's going to be a collection of 120 CDs between all 10 DJs. And we're not going to blow it out the frame. Just a gesture. People come in, and you just get something in your hand that's tangible. Again,
right. Like a T-shirt.
Yeah. Like a Club 27 T-shirt. Make them grovel. Nice.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm excited about that. It's gonna be good, but
it is. It's a lot like
I've never played there.
Like the weekend we've had, like the picnic, where we just have so many qualified DJs, and house is house, but there's so many elements where you got each DJ that can put his own stink on it, and still without going so far left field. And it's
amazing, and it still amazes me. You and I can have the same. Matter of fact, we do have many of the same records.
Sure, absolutely.
Especially when I came out, you had that Greg Reporter. I was like, but the way you play it, where you bring it in, where you transition, and where I transition, most likely going to be different.
Yeah,
and they're going to create a different feel. And I'm still, after almost 20 years of playing, I'm still blown away.
Yeah,
it still blows me fucking away.
Yeah, for me personally, it's a lot like cooking because that's what I like doing.
Monkey business.
So it's almost like the difference between whether or not you saute the onions first or the garlic. Because obviously with the garlic you can't do it for so long because it'll burn.
See, I don't know. That.
And all that shit makes a fucking difference.
Yeah. So there you go.
Not the best analogy, but it speaks to me. Yeah. Fuck you.
No, I say I got people for that.
But
I know exactly what you're saying. I equate when I see someone that can really cook. I know I have quite a good friends who are home cooks that are really good, and it always amazes me how they see what the out product's going to be. Mm-hmm. I equate it to me making a track. I know how a bass line's a good idea was going to sound 15 layers deep of effects. Sort of like cooking the same deal.
Yeah.
If I add this and this and this and this, they have a good idea what's going on. So it's the same deal. If you add it this way and I add it this way, the same ingredients, it's going to taste different.
Yeah.
It may not. They both could be good.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit different.
And what makes us individuals is that we're all going to put a little extra stank on something else that we like in particular.
That's right.
Right. And whether it be when you decide to bring it in or like me personally, sometimes I'll loop it first and I'll fuck around with it. Especially if it's a remotely popular song, or if if the bass line just really grooves, I'll tease it in and out.
I call that put the tip in.
Well, I'll put some spit on it.
You should put some spit on it.
just a little bit. It's only one finger, shit. But
Too crazy, man. No, you know what? And that's your that's the beauty of that's one of the beautiful things about it. I mean, I'm the whole as cheesy as it sounds, this thing called house is that's one of the many beautiful things about it, man.
It's a wonderful thing.
It really is. God damn it.
I kind of dig it a little bit, you know.
Me too.
I don't like it all the time. You know,
yeah, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what helps. You know, that whole conversation we're having about where we bring it in. I'm just gonna say this: it helps if you can count to 8. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Next up. We ain't gonna get into that, but I'm just saying, count that.
Well, you know, I'll put it like this.
Mindy got to be Mindy saying, learn how to count to 8, motherfucker.
My thing is, even if you can't count to 8,
count to 4.
I think it goes without saying that we can all agree that music has a language of its own. It speaks to you, whether it be, you know, sometimes that between that 7 and 8, between that 7th and 8th bar,
yep.
You know, you can tell when it's going to change. You know, that last measure could be
able to.
It could go boom. You know, and you know something different's going to happen. The track is going to say something to you that gives you an idea of what's going on.
And some older tracks don't follow. It throws me off because I'm kind of rigid about the 1, 2, 3, what. So if sometimes an older track and a Speed Garage track, they'll bring what the music should be in on the 1, and it's on like the 3. The next day, and it's like, so when you're getting ready to phrase that shit in, sometimes I have to like really work at it because it's not flowing in that 1, 2.
Well, there are some universal things, but you can't really say it should be.
Well,
if you didn't make it.
I mean, music theory wise,
yeah.
I mean, so yeah.
I mean, 4/4 is 4/4.
Yeah, but it works. So, but it makes me have to work a little harder because I'm like, damn, okay.
You gotta know your shit.
Yeah, you gotta know your music.
It would help.
Yeah.
It would help.
One might say.
You know, as opposed to doing like a good 60-second transition where you got the 1s and 2s mixed up.
Well, that's just unexcusable. That's like, yeah. We're assholes.
I don't mind being an asshole when it comes to that.
No, I don't
because,
either. Yeah, because that's just and add on top of it, especially if there's a vocal on that motherfucker. Ain't wrong.
Now sometimes now I have gotten caught out there, you know, bringing something in too early, and the vocal from the previous track is still in, new ones coming in.
That's what cutting out the middle or filters for.
Exactly.
They got tools for that shit.
Yeah.
And if you ain't using them once again,
and I'll hear it coming up, I'm like, oh shit, 4-beat loop.
Because at that point you've already figured out at home when we do this, because you steel makes fucking hard and steel. Mm-hmm. You've already learned that it's a better part of valor at that point to retreat by filtering it out than to keep riding it out. Because you learned that shit pretty quick.
Or abandon shit.
Oh yeah, hell, if it's that bad.
Same thing. Fuck the vocals. A bad transition. Just get out.
Just get out.
Just fucking God damn it. Get out.
I'm with it.
I mean, like that shit.
We don't have bad nights.
I still got a bad taste in my mouth from. But anyway,
from that promoter.
No, I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to save you right now. It's only show number 2. Wait to show 6, motherfuckers.
Damn.
Wow. I got your back.
But yeah, thanks for that one. Cause wow, woo, child. Jeez Louise. You know, and it's tough because I don't want to seem like, okay, granted, you know, we're doing a podcast, and I don't want to come across like, oh, granted, we got opinions like y'all motherfuckers watching, so let's cut through that bullshit. But us doing the podcast isn't about, you know, I'm not looking down on anybody when I have my opinion about shit that I don't like.
It's just us talking like two dudes.
But at the same time, when it comes back to accountability, you know, if you're gonna put yourself out there, yeah. Now, and this is even within the context of everyone having a bad night. Know that your night is bad. Know that your shit is like, holy fuck, I just can't fucking get it right.
I never think I have a good night, even when I do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But there's certain degrees of not getting it right.
Oh, but I know when I stink it up.
It's like what's the term in court when the judge has to recuse himself?
You got He said,
It's just fucking bow out, man.
God damn, that's
and it's almost the same as a new DJ, having too much ego. If you try to tell him something, I don't give a fuck how long you've been in the game, motherfucker. You having a bad night now.
That's why I like Juan so much, because of his way he was like receptive. And that's once again, that's the bar shouldn't be that low, but it is. And because a lot of guys, you talk that shit, you legitimately come to them, they think they're Donald Glaude, or they think they're just docking it up real tough, and it's like you may last week, but you're not now.
Yeah. Well,
I've never seen Doc have a bad night. You know better than I do since you played with him.
He's not gonna let me let that shit down. He's not gonna let me let it down.
It's just too funny because it was legitimate last week. You're like, oh yeah, by the way, I was playing with a Doc. Just like 15 minutes prior.
I didn't realize you didn't know. I mean, I thought we was cool.
We cool. Damn, we're like a married couple. This why I didn't know you were with that girl.
I didn't know, bitch. I didn't know we needed milk.
That's some funny shit, man. Oh, it's some funny shit, dude.
Wow. Yeah, but it's but the ego is
it gets a lot of people in a lot of endeavors, man.
To a certain extent, it is necessary.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It makes you better, but
I don't like considering it ego. Technically, it's confidence, but it starts
not,
somewhere.
That's not ego.
When you work hard to get somewhere, and you're at that level, whatever that level is, then yeah, you should be confident about that level. Let's just slow it down there, Tiger. I mean, let's not make it what it ain't.
You come to me and tell me I've had a bad night. I'm playing a long time. I'm gonna respect it and say why. I want
either why or
no. I mean,
goddamn well what I'm talking about.
Yeah, most where we're at right now,
mm-hmm.
I probably already know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
at least I should. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Or at the very least, be open to what that person. Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
Why do you say that?
That's a valid point.
Did
I should already know. I should already know, and I probably do. Where we're at the game, where we've been playing for as long as we have.
Yeah,
you're right. But you're doing me a disservice. Not only as it does these, but fuck as whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? To me,
then he'll tell you.
I equate it to like now every dude has been around a chick that. And heard something along the lines of, I can't believe this. What the hell is she doing? As opposed to, like, and it could be her goddamn girlfriend, too. And not say anything. And as DJs, we do the same shit, too. Yeah. I've done it. I've done it in a while. But, I mean, if I got an opinion about something, and at the same time, in all honesty, it depends on how well I know that person.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately,
Yeah, no, that's true.
I have this thing where, I don't know, man. Everyone is just, not everybody, but some people, like, when I come at you real, it doesn't mean I want to fucking fight or, like, I'm not,
That's not my default to think of that either way. I mean, you're not that type of guy. I mean, it's...
But that's what I'm saying, because they obviously don't know me.
Yeah.
But I am going to get it to you straight. And sometimes there's no nice way of saying something to a pussy. It's... Okay.
Just grab it.
Let me quantify that. That was technically the third shot.
We've actually cut that.
You know what? Anybody that knows me, I don't use alcohol as an excuse. Yes. I'm not going to tiptoe, but so much. I'm going to be respectful. And I've got nothing but humility, and there's a gang of altruism in there. And I mean, it's all nothing but love. But at the same time, the act of me trying to mince words, it feels worse.
Yeah, you're drawing.
I'd rather fix it on the back end and say, "Look,
drawing it out.
I didn't mean to come out that way."
But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give you. Let me tell you an example. Of this once again. Anybody who's watching this knows Mindy anyway, so I don't know why we keep explaining who she is. But playing at fucking Soul Kitchen, I mean, with all the shit that was going on with me, misrouting shit, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't even talking about that. Like, she didn't even know that was going on. Like, Edgar didn't believe me. It took you a while to see it, and you made a face like, I can't believe it's going on. But me didn't give two shits about that, because she didn't even hear that part, which I was like feeling good about myself. I was still jacking it, and she goes, it's a good track. Good job. It's fucking 2:30. You might want to, there's like 4 bitches drinking some Miller Lite. You might want to start dialing that shit back. I'm like, okay, you're right. And and she was right. Now
Yeah.
we've been playing roughly the same amount of time. You know, I didn't get pissed at all. Obviously, I'm like, yeah, she's right, because there are 4 bitches drinking Miller Lite, and I'm still fucking. You know, that's where I was at. I mean, I was in an hour and a half, and I was keep on. I mean, because I was.
I mean, it's the end of the night. It's time to tone it down.
And
There's a process to closing, just like the importance of the opening DJ. Same thing with the closer.
And she let me know, and we know her and I've gotten closer over, especially over this year. And she was behind, and she just let me know. You know, she kept telling me why, but in that many way. 4 bitches out there just drinking. Dial it back.
Hey, slow down there, Tiger.
And I love her for it.
Minnie's the fucking greatest.
She was wrong, dude. Yeah, she's the best. She cracks me up, man. It's no nonsense.
Oh shit. Okay. Now I'm looking for something else.
Uh-oh. Where we at? What's going on?
What time is it? Oh shit. That's about it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's about an hour.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
we
here.
started like 5:35, so we got about 10 minutes. So with that said,
Let's talk about t-shirts.
Club
I'm just kidding.
27.
Jay Tripwire is going to be here. Is it next week? I don't know. I probably shouldn't just put that out there unless I knew. In the next 2 weeks, he's going to be here. I know that motherfucker.
What's
That's a
today's
big
date?
night.
Today is the 10th. Wait a minute, that's not this month?
It's October. I could swore it was October because I was like, damn, I ain't playing.
You know what? I'm apprehensive about putting that out there now.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah,
I should have done that. My bad.
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna look that shit up. I ain't gonna do that.
but I mean,
Hey, go to you figure.
at least we're gonna have Jay Tripwire, you know.
Yeah.
Because oh god, last time he fucking ripped it to shreds.
Let me tell you what that dude. I was talking to him, and it's the first time I met him, and he's one of those cats that obviously, if you've been playing a certain long time, you got a lot of his shit. And he's talking about production, and we start getting on that geek tip. And I got over the fact that he looks like Daryl from Walking Dead. It took a while. I'm taking pictures, looking for the crossbow and shit. But so we started talking. He's like, yeah, I'm really into like working on the. I'm producing tracks where I'm trying to get into the frequencies and the different frequencies that release chakras. I'm like, this motherfucker's on a whole nother goddamn level.
Oh yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay. MonkeyBiz.com. Of course he understands it. I'm like, chakras.
Well, I learned that shit from fucking with the singing bowls and all that.
See, I don't believe in that shit.
Oh shit, I don't do.
No, but
it's fucking cool.
It is cool, but he was on. My point is, I'm talking. The treble was the bass, and the bass was the treble. This motherfucker was on a whole other level, Jack. I mean, I'm like, what? Really? Where's my wife? She needs to come listen. She would be way more receptive than it. He blew my mind, dude. I feel like a little kid. I feel like I was getting just a lesson from my daddy. Like, I ain't bullshitting you. I'm like,
now, boy, I said, boy, let me show you the proper way to build an aeroplane.
Man, I'm like, fucking, hey, dude. So much respect for that cat, dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
So he may or may not be here sometime this month. I know he's coming, and I know it's October.
You know what, man? Fuck
yeah,
it.
I fucked that up.
Let me go ahead and cheat.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna talk about the benefits of giving out t-shirts. That's my. Hey, good seeing Ray last night. Did you from Vinyl Monkeys?
Yes.
Man, let me tell you what.
Yes, big up to Bruno Monkeys.
Those guys. That's like fam down there, man. I love those cats. I told him. I said, and I went down there. I said, hey, listen, is it bad that? And I wasn't expecting it, but is it bad that I was hoping for like lowriders? He started laughing. He goes, damn. I said, I wasn't expecting it, but I'm from Georgia. I thought LA was all like Vice City and shit. He started dying laughing, man. He's like, no, but we can find some for you. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, you own up to being a racist. It's all good.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Come on. I wasn't expecting that.
I gotta slide a racist joke in at some point.
I just wanted to see one, man. No, I love those cats, man. They make me feel so fucking good. Oh, you didn't find it, did you?
Yeah, actually, it's not this month. And actually, but what we do have is Soul Kitchen later this month. Soul Kitchen's the third Thursday of every month.
Something good's happening this one too.
Yeah, that's
it's always good, but something special.
It's a celebration. Rory McAllister.
Oh, what you call it?
Celebrating 30 years
of what's the name of that cut? I can see the cut. I can see it. What's the name of it?
I can't see it. I can't remember the name.
You can see you see the cover art on it.
What I see is 30 years.
Nice.
Respect is respect, man. I mean, it's like, you know.
Yeah. Do anything.
I suck at names. I can't tell you my favorite fucking track right now.
Listen, I can tell you the girl I lost my virginity to. What's name?
So we're out of time. And, the fuck?
I'm trying to one up you on how bad my memory is.
What's this dude? As a matter of fact,
I got mine.
And on a sign off, we're gonna do one for the road.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say for my homies and shit. I was about to.
Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck them. Dude.
My homies is my homies. They know how it goes.
They know what's up. Yeah.
They know how it goes. I talk a little shit. I back it up too, though.
You know what? We enjoy ourselves. Although I was expecting you to take care of business last night when I was eating my tacos.
You know what, man? If I had, you know.
Hey, your house guest.
Next week, Average Joe.
I like that dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I like him.
He'll be at your house.
With Lip Tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Lip Tricks lays it down proper.
Yeah.
Lip Trick lays it down. You know, he's another producer in town that ain't, you know, there's not as many. Maybe it's just me. I always think there's not as many as there could be. Or a lot of cats make music and they're afraid to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
I don't have an outlet.
All right, you know, but they got one.
Well, when it comes to accountability, that's where, you know.
they got one. They didn't want to just send it to them. That's half the battle, putting it at the top of the pile.
Yeah, I mean, well, half the battle is reaching out to Soul Supplement Records, to Bruno Browning. Well, and that doesn't mean your shit gonna get put out.
Oh no, I won't shot. But but half the battle is local. If you could, that's what I told your boy last night. Because I felt bad because he said he'd hit me up a few times on Facebook, and I was like, you know, artist page, I don't even do that, whatever. I was like, well, here's my card and he knows because he's got releases coming out on some of the same labels I've been on. That's half the battle. If your shit goes to the top of the pile and I listen to it like that,
yeah,
that's, you know, it's all that about that relationship. You meet somebody. So if I give you my card, and anybody locally, I don't care who you are, within reason. I mean, I'm sure I could come up with some motherfucker, but anybody, it goes to the top of the pile. I'll listen.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Big shout out to my man Doug Wilcox, man, the other day. Made me feel good the other day. You see, he still get giddy. He made a point to come up and praised my set last week. I mean, you know, you get cats going to come up, but he's been in the game for a while, and he 2 or 3 times he saw what was going on. And, you know, yeah, not everybody saw there was you know, multiple things going on at once, and he came up and gave me some big love, and that meant a lot to me. He's one of those cats that are, you know, we still get. I don't care how long you are, man. Been playing. You still get it when cats come up, and you know that's that's, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, because it's really important. I'm starting to come to terms with that, because people hear me say shit like I'm proud of, you know, the cats that I run with and shit like that, and I had to come to terms with that because it felt like almost degrading it. Like, who am I to be proud, so to speak? Like your dad is proud of you, type shit. You know.
No, I get what you're saying.
And it's not like that, but cats need to hear that. You know.
Yeah.
Especially when they truly deserve it. I'm not into kissing anybody's ass. I'm not gonna tell you something that ain't what it is.
Especially if I ain't trying to fuck you, then I ain't gonna do that at all. And even then, I ain't gonna do
it. There's that too.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know, I ain't trying to just blow sunshine up your ass. You know, but if it makes it valid though, even more so. And I don't.
When it comes from somebody that's certified.
Neither is Doug either. You know, and that's why it made me feel really good. You know that he made a point 2 or 3 times. You know, and it's like, I appreciate that, man. Like,
yeah. So a real quick recap. Curate and take care of your opening DJs. You know, grown folk business when it comes to accountability. You know, that's right. You set yourself up for failure when you expect somebody to adhere to something that you haven't really had a conversation about.
What'd you say about negotiating? What was that?
You can't negotiate nothing.
There you go.
From nothing, and so
nothing plus nothing is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and at the risk of saying something, it sounds like you're like talking down. Like some people may say, "Well, you think I didn't know that?" Yeah, I don't know if you know that. I'm just gonna say it anyway because I don't want. I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Who knows where you're at?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'll give you an example before we close out. With we Corey Mavericks on the 11th. That's a long way out, but that's. I mean, flying to Florida for his wedding.
Mm.
You know, I mean, we're tight, and he's coming out here staying with me, and he's like, "Listen, this gotta talk business here. What's the, you know, I'm hanging out. We're gonna be hanging out, but what's going on?"
I mean, it is hanging out, and then
I'm coming to see it to hang out with you, but then on Sunday we're playing. You know, and I was like, "This is what I'll do out of my pocket." I mean, and this is my boy. Mm. And he's like, "Oh, that's perfect. Business is business." And I respect it because it's what we talk about downstairs. Mm. Got to make that decision. We almost got to make that decision. Like, and this is guys.
I mean,
it's
raw deal or not.
Yeah.
Give that person an opportunity to accept it or decline.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't really expect that kind of altruism on the back end if you're not giving it on the front end.
And I think that is the fucking way to close it out.
It is.
That's the way to close it out.
It is. Be good to your peoples.
And be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Which helps you be better to your people.
Well, shit, if that's the case, be honest with yourself. Until you're honest with yourself, you can't be honest with anybody else.
It's a whole other show.
But until next month.
What's the name of the show?
The Other Side of Vegas.
That's right.
Roy Evans.
Bruno Browning, Soulsupplement Studios.
And stay tuned in the House Las Vegas.
You know it.
For the haps on what's going on in Las Vegas. For the other side of Vegas. There is more to Vegas.
That's right.
Partake. Be a part. Get on the dance floor. Bring your own baby powder. I'm out.
And your big paper road.
You know. You're going to need it.
Peace.
Later. Good shit, my man.
I think that was a little bit smoother, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I really do. I think we brought that in. I think we helped each other out a little bit, breaking that shit back.
Especially being that we're still recording, we're still live.
I hate your fucking guts. I knew you were going to do that shit, man. Fucking dick.
Later. Hey,
what an asshole.